Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about 4 different ways you can leverage yourself and make more money in real estate. So let's get started. One of the very first ways that a lot of real estate agents leverage themselves so that they can make more money is through rentals. Rentals are fabulous. It's really like a passive income, isn't it? So what happens is when you have a rental, you need to have a system in place, meaning property management, hire a property management company, maybe do it yourself, but it's really important that when that phone rings at 4 o'clock in the morning, right, it happens. So we're going to talk about the good side of rentals, and then we're also going to talk about maybe the downside. So the downside is when that phone rings at 4 o'clock in the morning, because you do not have a system in place for those tenants to call, they're going to call you. And if the toilet is overflowed and the floor is flooding, guess what you get to do at 4 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, exactly. You're going to jump in the car and you're going to go over there and fix it. The better way to do that is to make sure you have a property management company doing it for you. Now, it costs you a little bit to do that, but honestly, a good night's sleep a lot of times is worth what you're going to have to pay them. So rentals are great for passive income. And there's so many opportunities as real estate agents because we get to see first what's coming out on the market, right? So we have some advantages to that. The second thing is flips. Now flips, you get a little bit more money involved in it, don't you? Because now you're actually buying that. Most of these flips that most agents are looking at have sometimes a lot of deferred maintenance. Some do, some don't, but let's say they do. This one particularly does. Now what's going to happen is you're either going to take a second out on your own primary home. If you have rentals, you now have equity built into those rentals to where you can take seconds out on them. So now we're starting to see how we can leverage ourselves with these rentals that we have, right? These are all great ways for you to keep building and leveraging how you can make more money in real estate. So a lot of real estate agents, they actually will set their flips up in their own different LLC name, and then that way it's a separate business. And that could be a whole nother video that we could actually do about how that gets set up. But it's just important that you're using the bank's money, to purchase these properties. OPM, other people's money, right? So you have the tool, you have the home, but it's the bank giving you the money for that. And then if you have a team of contractors, subcontractors that are going to actually do the work for you, that is fabulous when you can partner like that. Sometimes it takes a while to get that built up, but it's a great way to go. The third thing is teams. Let's talk just a little bit about that. Now I'm going to do a video on teams. So make sure that you like, you share, and you subscribe. And make sure you click on the bell icon below, because when I do that team video, you're going to want to get it, right? So let's talk real shortly a little bit about teams. There's a whole lot of agents out there that are intimidated to work with sellers. And let's admit it, working on the seller side can be somewhat challenging because you're the one who really needs to know the price and make sure that you're not giving that seller's equity away, right? So that can make a lot of people nervous if they're unsure of themselves. So a lot of new agents coming into the market, they say, you know what, I'm just going to work on the buyer side and I'm going to negotiate on the buyer's behalf. That's a beautiful thing. That is great. So for a person who is motivated to leverage themselves and grow, a team can really be a great way to go. So these people want to just work with buyers. Honestly, As the team lead, you probably don't want to work with the buyers. Let them go work with the buyers. Come up with a compensation plan, how you're going to work with that agent. You just go work with the listing side of the business. And it works out really great. That is just one way to do teams, but that is leveraging yourself, right? So there's one more that I really want to talk about, and that is revenue share. Now, most real estate companies that I know of do not have a plan like this. This is exclusive to eXp Realty, and nobody else has it. You need to know how revenue share works because it's leveraging. You have to know. If you're a builder, you're an agent who builds, you need to know this step 4. Here we go. I've already wrote the word out capped here, and that's going to make a difference. Capped agents pay in $16,000 a year to eXp Realty. That is our maximum that we pay in. Because of that a maximum amount, if I invite another agent in and they cap on this first line right here, the $2,800, then basically I can make up to $2,800 per agent per year. Every year. Every year my anniversary starts over, this program starts over with it, which is really cool. So it's residual. It's passive. It's constantly working on my behalf. Now, each one of these circles represent an agent. So if I look at over here, 2,800 on that first line times 5 equals 14,000. So if I have 5 agents that come in at cap, eXp just paid me an additional $14,000. Does your agent do that for you? Let's look at the second line. These 5 bring 5. That's the way it works, doesn't it? Agents talk. So eXp pays me $3,200 on that second tier. So if I take $3,200 times 5, now I've made an additional 16 on top of the 14 that year, which brings me to a total of $30,000. If you had the ability to make $30,000 to $50,000 more per year, doing what you're already doing, which is selling real estate, I know you need to know about it. I know you want to know about it. You'd be crazy not to, right? So let's look at tier 3. These 5 bring 10. The number grew, didn't it? But that's the way it happens. And this all happens naturally. Agents talk. So 2,000 times 10 is an additional 20. Add those to 30. How much extra did I make this year? 50,000 passive on top of my commissions that I made selling houses. Now, I don't know about you, but what could you do with an additional $50,000 per year? College tuition, medical bills, pay off your house, maybe a new house, maybe a new car. The list goes on, right? And remember, this is all willable to my estate. And I'm going to do a video on that in the future, how that works. So remember, stay to the end. Make sure you download that benefits package that really explains this whole model. And there is also a calendar link for you to actually link to my calendar if you would like to get some coaching, especially about the teams, maybe flipping, maybe rentals. Would love to talk to you about all that. We're looking for team members to be part of our team internationally and come be a part of us. There's a join link below. If you're interested in knowing more about eXp, click on it and we can talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell icon for future videos. And if you're interested in learning more how you can become part of our international team who offers you 22 free coaches, everything from lead gen, productivity, social media, as well as over 50 hours of live free training every week. Check out everything you're missing in our benefits package link below. Your career depends on it.